Do a push-up right now. Seriously, just one single rep. I'll wait. Done? Good. That push-up was completely wrong. I don't even need to see it to know. I already know because 95% of people do push-ups the exact same broken way. And the worst part is, they've been doing it like that since middle school. The exact same bad form. Thousands of mindless reps, year after year, completely exposed. And it is costing you everything. 5 distinct errors are quietly turning the most effective upper body movement you can do anywhere into a complete waste of your time. These are 5 things nobody ever corrected because nobody thinks push-ups need correcting. But if you fix them, the push-up goes from the most wasted exercise in your routine to an elite tool for building raw strength. No equipment, no gym. Let's go. Here is something that needs to be said fast. The push-up is the most disrespected exercise in fitness. People treat it like a generic warm-up, a cheap punishment, or something you simply outgrow. But gymnasts never stop doing push-ups. Fighters never stop. Special forces operators never stop. People whose lives depend on real, functional upper body strength do push-ups forever. But you learned yours from a PE teacher when you were 12, and you never fixed it. So, you've been practicing the wrong movement for years, making it worse with every rep. Let's undo that, starting with the error that is actively destroying your shoulders. During a push-up, the average body makes a T-shape, arms flared straight out to the sides. It feels natural, it feels powerful, but it is actively shredding your rotator cuff. At that extreme angle, your upper arm bone physically jams into the front of your shoulder socket on every single rep. That grinding you feel, that is tendons getting pinched between bones, and it gets worse over time until one day your shoulder just stops cooperating. The fix takes exactly 1 second. Tuck your elbows to 45 degrees. Your body should look like an arrow from above, not a T. Arrow, not T. Remember that. The shoulder pain vanishes, and here's the kicker. You are actually significantly stronger in this position. More reps, more chest activation, less injury. There is no downside. You were just never told. That alone would save most people's shoulders, but this next one is bigger. This is the exact reason your chest still looks the same, no matter how many push-ups you brag about doing. This is why your chest won't grow. Watch anyone do push-ups. Their arms move, the body goes up and down, but their shoulder blades stay completely frozen, not moving at all. That's the problem right there. Your chest muscle mechanically needs your shoulder blades to slide forward to achieve a full contraction. If they don't move, your chest never fully squeezes. Every rep is a partial rep. Every set is half a set. You've been doing push-ups with the parking brake on. The fix is at the top of every single rep. Don't just lock your elbows. Push further. Spread your shoulder blades completely apart and push the floor away from you until your upper back rounds slightly. Feel that? That's the vital part of the push-up you've been skipping. You've been leaving the most important 2 inches of the movement on the floor every single time. With these 2 errors fixed, your shoulders are safe and your chest can finally work. But there's an invisible problem stealing reps from you on every single set, and it doesn't even look like a form issue. This is the rep killer nobody notices. Most people's push-up position is incredibly soft. Hips sagging, lower back dipping, core just hanging there like a loose hammock between their shoulders and toes. This is an energy leak, and it is massive. When your core is loose, your pressing force leaks through your midsection instead of going directly into the floor. You're pushing against a wet noodle instead of a solid steel beam. Your body wastes vital energy holding itself together that should have gone straight into building your chest. The fix: before you go down, squeeze your glutes hard. Brace your core like you're about to get punched in the stomach. Tuck your hips slightly under. Your body should feel like a plank that's about to break a board, not a plank that's taking a nap. This is where most people ruin it. They think the push-up is an arm exercise. It's a full body exercise where your arms happen to move. Lock the body, unlock the results. 3 down, 2 to go, and these last 2 are different. These are the ones that separate someone who merely does push-ups from someone who actually changes their body with them. Number 4 is going to make you mad, and number 5 might be the most important thing in this entire video. Why 50 push-ups means absolutely nothing. I can do 50 push-ups. Cool. Let me watch. Every single rep takes half a second. Drop with gravity, bounce violently off the floor, let momentum do the entire work, muscles barely involved. That's not training. That's falling and catching yourself 50 times. This is exactly why people bang out huge numbers and still have a flat chest. Their muscles were never under real sustained tension. You could do 100 reps like that and get less muscle growth than 10 reps done right. The fix: 2 to 3 seconds down, a full 1 second pause at the bottom with your chest hovering, not resting, and 1 to 2 seconds back up. Every single rep takes 4 to 6 seconds total. That's it. This is why your plan keeps failing. You've been chasing empty numbers. Your muscles don't count reps. They count time under tension. 10 slow reps will build more muscle than 50 fast ones every single time. Ego wants the number, your chest wants the tension. Pick one. That one stings, I know. But this last one is worse because it's the one that's been quietly damaging your shoulders for years, and you didn't even know it was happening. The shoulder wrecker. You can't feel it until it's too late. At the bottom of most people's push-ups, their shoulders dump forward. The front of the shoulder collapses past the wrist line. Shoulder blades wing off the back, and the rotator cuff is holding weight in a position it was never built before. This is the silent killer. You can't feel it happening. There's no sharp pain, no warning, just a slow, invisible grind, rep after rep, week after week, until one day you're in a physical therapist's office wondering what went wrong. Thousands of reps of this. That's what went wrong. To fix it, at the bottom, pull your shoulder blades together and down. Think shoulder blades into your back pockets. Because of that, the joint stays centered, and your chest fires significantly harder because the muscle starts from a longer, pre-stretched position. More growth, less damage. This is the error that matters most because the other four cost you results. This one costs you your shoulders. Here it is, the whole thing. Hands just outside shoulders, fingers spread, arrow position, elbows 45 degrees, squeeze glutes, brace core, steel beam, go down 2 to 3 seconds. Shoulder blades pull together. Shoulder blades spread apart at the top, push the floor away, upper back round slightly, squeeze. That's 1 rep. If you can only do 5 like this, good. 5 real ones beat 30 fake ones. And when 5 becomes easy, don't just do more. Make it harder. Weighted vest, feet elevated, slower tempo. That's how muscle grows, not by chasing empty numbers. The push-up is not a beginner exercise. It never was. It is a highly technical skill, and you've been doing it wrong your entire life. Flared elbows, frozen shoulder blades, loose core, bouncy reps, collapsed bottom. 5 errors, thousands of reps, years of wasted effort. Not anymore. You now know more about push-up mechanics than 99% of people who walk into a gym. That is not an exaggeration. Most personal trainers do not correct half of what you just learned. So, here is what happens next. You drop down right now and do 1 single push-up, one with every fix from this video. You will feel the difference in your chest, your shoulders, and your core immediately in 1 rep. Then, come back to this comment section and tell me it felt like the same exercise. It will not even close. In the comments, after you try it, I want to see how many of you actually do it. Next video, I am covering the exercise people butcher even worse than push-ups. Subscribe so you do not miss it. Send this to your friend who brags about doing 100 push-ups. They really need to see this.